Welcome back to the Arsenal Career Mode on FC24 Episode 2, and today we begin our Premier League campaign. We're going to go at it with our strongest 11 as we take on Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. And this is the probable lineup for Nottingham Forest. They're clearly going with the counter-attack strategy. A one-year up front will need to be deadly, and Hudson-Odoi and Alanga will be lethal on the break. We have to stop that from happening. The Emirates Stadium is absolutely buzzing. It is packed to the rafters. Not an empty seat in the house. Bukayo Saka is looking to entertain today. A massive game to start our season. We must collect all 3 points. It's a good play. Rice shoots early. Just past the post. It's a good opening effort though. And Cooper knows this is going to be a tough game. To Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, still Saka shoots! It's a good save, and it's not the first today. Another big save from the Forest keeper to deny us the early goal. Yes, Havertz, love it, son. Odegaard, Saka, Saka! Bukayo Starboy Saka opens the scoring as we enter the final moments of the first half. We have the breakthrough, and of course, it's from Bukayo Saka. Really good closing down by Havertz. Odegaard's pass into Saka, and the finish was precision. Placed it hard and low. No chance for the keeper this time. And Arsenal finally lead Forest at the Emirates. And Saka is the goal scorer. Could grab another goal here if we use this transition well. Odegaard into Havertz. No one really there for me there. Rice into Saka. Saka back to Rice. I'm going to have a go. Rice. Rice! Oh my goodness! What a goal! Goal of the season contender already! From the debut man, Declan Rice. That was a rocket! Oh my goodness me! Declan Rice from range. Bang! A 0.0 expected goal. And it was a definite goal. As soon as it left his boot, it rifled the back of the net. Arsenal, 2-0 to the good. Yeah, Rice just come on, actually. Gets it into Nketiah. Nketiah's unselfish. And Saka for his second of the game. And Arsenal's third. He buries it. Really good play from the substitute in Fabio Vieira. And then Nketiah was very unselfish to give it to Saka, who just placed it home. Arsenal 3. Forest 0. Well, there we go. The full-time whistle has gone at the Emirates. And what an opening day it is for the Arsenal. Dominant. So many shots on target. 3 goals in the end. It could have been double that. But I will take all 3 points at the Emirates on the opening day. Fantastic start to the season. And now we look forward to facing Palace at Selhurst Park. Now Zaha has left them. Everything will flow through Eze. If we can close him down, we can close down all of their attacking play, as they play a play style of kick and rush. Basically, bypass the midfield, get it into the target man, and get people in the box. You got to respect one of the OGs in Roy Hodgson. Saka will be looking to put himself on the score sheet again, and Eze will fancy his chances. Selhurst Park is always rocking, especially when Arsenal come to town under the lights. This game will be one of the most surprising throughout our entire season. Gabriel Jesus got us off to the perfect start at Selhurst Park with a delightful dink finish across the goalkeeper in the opening 10 minutes. But things for Palace would get oh so worse. Because before the break, Rice and Zinchenko would find the path of Martinelli, who would find the path to the back of the net. Too hot to handle for Sam Johnson, and that was 2-0 at the break. Roy Hodgson at this point thought he got his team in at half-time to maybe consolidate at the back and try and catch us out and get themselves back into this game. But I went into manager view for the second half, and yeah, this went down. From a difficult game, become an impossible game. 5-0 down to Arsenal, but Palace did push forward on the 74th minute, and Eze in the 75th grabbed himself a goal and got Palace at least a consolation. Bad defending on our part. Eze just storms through and slams it past Ramsdale. But don't you worry, Arsenal don't just take conceding lightly, because we put them to the sword again, scoring our 6th of the game. Partey off the bench and blast one into the net. Arsenal 6, Palace 1. And no, we're not finished yet. because throughout another bit of good play, Havertz scores and he gets our 7th. Arsenal 7, Crystal Palace 1. Unbelievable. And it's worth dancing for a scoreline like that. And the full-time whistle does go at that final score of Arsenal 7, Crystal Palace 1. A day to forget for Selhurst Park, but a day to remember for Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal. 2 big wins to start the season at home and an incredible scoreline away. And the games keep coming from the Premier League. Match week 3 for Arsenal sees us up against Fulham. They are going to be a decent side. João Palhinha scored at the Emirates in real life. They play a similar style though to Crystal Palace in kick and rush. That could cause them some serious trouble at the Emirates today. I went with the same starting 11. They haven't let me down yet. The only change I'm going to make is Smith Rowe is going to make the bench. Fabio Vieira drops out of the matchday squad. Martinelli was brilliant at Selhurst and scoring 2 goals. What has he got in store for the Emirates today? Jesus. Into Saka. Come on, Saka. All the way. Bukayo Saka. And... oh, he's flushed it wide. What an opportunity. Marco Silva knows it as well. Come on, Saks. Come on, Saks. You missed that big one, Odegaard. Ah, fancy football. White. Saka. Surely. Jesus scores. I thought he was offside, but there was a man, I think, dipping back behind that line, and it plays Jesus on, and Jesus scores for Arsenal. Our number 9 on the score sheet. Get in there. Another lead for Arsenal. Ben White, positive play. Saka's shot. Yep, there's a man playing him on. I think it's Diop. And it is Jesus, the goal scorer. Thank you very much. Go on, Rice, play it. Love that. Go, Martinelli. Surely this is going to be for 2. 30 minutes on the clock. And Martinelli scores again. 2 at Selhurst Park. And a goal today at the Emirates against Fulham. Martinelli, Saka, Jesus, Rice, Odegaard. I mean, even Havertz. They're all playing incredible. I am flying through teams at the moment. I'm not sure who's going to be able to stop me at this rate. Martinelli is lethal in this game. Fulham have been better in the second half, but fresh legs can tell. Smith Rowe to Havertz. Smith Rowe has just come on and he sets up Kai Havertz. And Arsenal score 3 again in a game in the Premier League. We cannot stop scoring. Smith Rowe on off the bench. White plays it to him. He plays it around the corner for Havertz, who plays a beautiful finish for Arsenal's 3rd. We are scoring almost every time we go forward. I love this team. Into Smith Rowe. Eddie Nketiah. Fresh legs. Great ball by Smith Rowe. Could he now be getting a 2nd assist off the bench? Could Eddie score from the bench? Eddie Nketiah. Dial up that phone if you need a goal, because Eddie finds the back of the net and Smith Rowe finds 2 assists off the bench. That is what you call a superb performance. Coming on off the bench, getting 2 assists, and Eddie as well, getting himself a goal. This has been a brilliant episode, full of goals, magic moments, and impactful displays across the team. This should be full time. And come on, referee. Thank you very much. 3 more points in the bag. 4 more goals for the Arsenal. And a clean sheet. Bernd Leno didn't enjoy this trip back to the Emirates. I don't think many teams this season will enjoy coming here. We are lethal. A quite stunning start to the season. 9 points from 9. 14 goals scored. Just the 1 conceded. A whopping 13 goal difference. The next best is Liverpool with 4. It's time to whack the difficulty up. We're playing on Legendary. We're going to Ultimate. Man United are our next opponents in the next episode. Performance of the episode goes to Emil Smith Rowe. Coming off the bench against Fulham. Getting 2 assists and looking quite sharp. This boy is going to force himself into the first team come the end of the season. And when we talk about moment of the episode, there's only one. The first goal of the Premier League season, and what a goal it was. The £105 million man, Declan Rice, scored a screamer. And I hope he can continue his great form and maybe score another one against Man United in the next episode. I'll see you then.